Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It is Monday, May 12th. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And I am Dory from Stampin' Always with Dory. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I am live on Monday evenings at 8:45. So I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to hop on here and find me. I'm so excited to be back this week. It's been kind of a hectic 2 weeks. Had two girls in college returning home, which is so incredibly exciting. And going to pick them up and packing up all their stuff. So I'm glad to be back in the studio. Last week was also Nurses Week. So I was doing some fun things for my friends and colleagues at work. But this week we are back and in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. So this is our new catalog. You will see, and the set I'm using is actually featured on the front. Sweet Blooms. And this is a double fold card. It's inspired by Karen Titus, but I just thought this was too cute not to share. And I don't know about you guys, but I am all about using my designer series paper. And Stampin' Up! Provides such amazing designs on their designer series paper, and it's great to showcase. And there's usually, obviously there's two sides. So I always joke and say I need to buy 2 packs of each one because sometimes I run out of the ones with all the flowers and things like that. So this one is a fun double fold. And right now, you guys can order from the new catalog. Our project from this evening is on page 40. If you don't have your physical copy of your catalog, you can find it at doryschneider.stampinup.net. It will be featured there, and you can check this out. But look at all this beautiful, beautiful stuff. Lots of dies, lots of flowers. There are 2 stamp sets, the Pretty Florals and the Sweet Blooms. And we're going to be using the Sweet Blooms this evening with the, that has the word included. There's also, we're going to use these 2, our beautiful in color flat pearls. So we do have 5 new in colors. We have Timid Tiger, Secret Sea, Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, and what did I forget? Cloud Cover? I think Cloud Cover is the one I may have forgotten. But check all this out. You can cut these out. There's so many different designs. Let me show you. There's this beautiful piece here. This one, there's so many opportunities for fussy cutting. You guys know I love to fussy cut. And then you can also, and here it shows you the 3 little flowers here with the die. You can cut those out. Okay. And then also you can create your own flowers with the dies. So there are so many possibilities. Here's a fun piece of home decor that someone made. So that's one of them. And then there's also, for any of my friends out there that love to scrapbook, we do have a scrapbooking kit available as well. If you'll notice in the new catalog, we have several. And there's one on page 66 and 67. So you have the designer series paper, which is absolutely beautiful. You have a different stamp set. Okay. Then you also have some of our new 2-toned cardstocks. You'll notice it's lighter on one side, darker on the other. And then you have this beautiful sticker sheet with some die cut adhesives that you can use for memory keeping, or you could also use it in card making as well and other home decor projects. So that's on page 66 and 67. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get started with this fun design. you are going to start with a piece of cardstock that I have my pack here. This is the In Color cardstock, and it features samples of all of them. You'll notice Secret C might be my new favorite because you do not see it in here. So I'm going to pull out the strawberry slush, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut it in half. And hopefully this is my Stampin' at 4 1/4. Okay. And this is not my friendly cutter. I have two cutters, and one has a sharp blade and the other does not. And I pulled the one that does not have the sharp blade by mistake. So let me see. I think this is the one. This is my friendly cutter. That was my unfriendly cutter that I pulled. So I hope everyone is having a lovely day. Actually, Monday is my day off from work, so I was super excited to get outside and do some work because it looks like we're going to be building an ark for the next 5 or 6 days. At least here in PA, we're supposed to get rain for several days. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to bring it to our halfway point here, and with our scoring blade, I'm going to score at 5 1/2. I'm going to fold it in half, okay? And then I'm going to trim. I want half of the front, so that would be 2 3/4. I'm going to cut that off. So there is your card front right there. Okay. And I'm going to show you another card that you can make with this too. Hey T, thanks for joining me from wherever you are. All right. So this is one design that we could make, and I'll show you that in a minute. So don't throw this away, okay? Even though someone might encourage you to throw some scraps away, heavens no. All right, so this is our little flap here. So we need a piece of designer series paper from the front. So I am using, you could use either side, but I want the fun florals in the front. So this is going to be 2 1/2 by 4, okay? I'm going to use my adhesive, and I'm going to put that on the front. Just like so. How beautiful is that? Then you want a piece of, here it is, sneaky, 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to be your inside piece. But do not put that on yet, okay? You have a flap that's going to go on the front that is 5 1/2 by 2 3/4, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to take on the one side, you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. So the nice thing about our cutting tool and our scoring tool is you have the measurements over here on this side, so you can take it right to here. Make sure we have our scoring blade, because if not, it's going to be a sad day. And you're going to score at a 1/2 inch and just fold that over, okay? All right, so this piece is going to go underneath. Sorry, I have a big shadow. I apologize. My lighting is, I don't know, off, I guess. So I am going to put this on my piece of basic white, okay? I'm going to turn it over, just like that. You want to make sure you have equal amounts on both sides. And I am going to put my adhesive on this piece and on top of that flap and underneath. Whoops, and I just, underneath of that flap as well, okay? So we're going to attach that just like that, okay? And that is going to be your flap. So you want to make sure all of your corners are done. Oh, you guys can't even see it. I'm so sorry. There we go. And you just put that right on the inside of your card, like so. And that's your flap. That's going to go on the front. You can choose any colors. There are so many color options. Okay. I have a little, not sure what that is down there, but I'm not gonna bother it. Okay, so we have this. All right, so then we have a piece of designer series paper. So look at the beautiful on this side, but it does not coordinate with what I have here. But look how that goes with the Secret C as well. So this could be another whole color scheme that you use. But I chose the strawberry slush, kind of with the little plus signs on it. And I am going to add my adhesive to that right here on the front. Okay. This is super simple so far, guys. You could make lots of these and impress your friends. And then while I have this paper out, I just want to show you. You can see all the options that you can choose to cut and add to the front of your card. Okay, so you have like this little tulip over here. You have this beautiful bloom here. So many different things. Okay, so I have exciting news. I just got a new pair of paper snips. I know, it's the little things. And I'm going to come down here and I am going to cut around. Okay, I'm going to cut that out. I'll show you in just a minute. Then we'll get to the good stuff. Okay, so if you guys are on, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me that you're there. And so I'm going to go around. These are super sharp, so please be careful. No injuries, no stamping injuries. I also wanted to tell you guys while I'm doing this, we do have an amazing special right now, and it is on our starter kit. If you love our products and love shopping with a discount, it is a great way to get lots of new products from the new catalog. And thank you so much. So that is $99 and you get $165 worth of product. It's amazing. Okay. All right. So I have my little flower. I'm ready to go. Oh my gosh. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me. I have my little flower ready to go. Okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping and then we're going to do some cutting. So I want to show you the, what did I do with my little dies here? I just had them. I placed everything. Do you guys ever do this? Yes, they're right here next to me. So these are absolutely beautiful and they are the sayings. This is lovely. Okay, you can see it this way. And then, so this is the thicker version. Let me show you. I cut it out in Secret C. So this is going to be the thicker Secret C. And then this one is going to be the thinner one, the more fine detail. And that one is going to be, I did that one in our basic white. So I did Hello Lovely. Okay. You can put your hello wherever you wanted. I debated over here. I put it down here, but then I thought it would say lovely hello. So it's the little things, but that's what I decided to do with that one. Okay. So I'm going to use my marker, my Secret C marker. The great thing about our markers is they're double-sided. So you have 3 little dots here and you have your thick side, your brush side, and then you also have on the other side, you have your thin side, which is your kind of your more fine detail or your writing side. All right. So this is one. It actually already has my adhesive on the back. I put an adhesive sheet on that. So I'm going to take my hello. You can see it. It's right here. Maybe you can see it. Can you see it? And it says you make me smile on the other side. So I'm going to take my hello. I have my brush. And this is one of the great things about our markers. You can use them to color on the stamp itself. And you also, if you just want like a certain word in one of our stamps or verbiages, you can use that and kind of go from there. So, and then I do something, it's called huffing. It's totally illegal. Just kidding, it's legal. And I'm just going to put it up here in the corner. And there you have your nice, crisp hello. So I'm going to cut this out with my brand new paper snips that I just told you guys about, that I was so excited about. And I am going to back it on a scrap of my Secret C, which I have right here. So I've cut some of these out, my 2 3/4 by 5.5 inch strips. And I'm going to use this for my letters, my lovely, lovely letters. Okay. And let me show you guys while I'm doing this. This is the Sweet Bloom stamp set. So this is the one that has lovely, and it says bloom, bloom where you're planted. You could do it's a lovely day, have a lovely day, hello lovely, let joy bloom, and then it says you make me smile. Okay. And it also does have some floral dies that come along with it. Okay, so that is just one of the stamp sets that comes in that beautiful bundle. Okay, so let me see if I can cut a straight line. I'm not very good. This is why I use my paper cutter, because I am not very good at cutting straight. So there's my hello. Okay, the nice thing is this already has adhesive on it because it's on one of our adhesive sheets, and I'll show you that in just a second. So I'm going to pull this off, and I like to place it in a corner because then I know it's going to be straight. And I just wanted a little bit of a background on there. Okay, and I'm just going to trim around the outside. Super quick and simple, a great way if you wanted to just highlight some words. And there's your tiny little hello. How quick and cute is that? All right, so now we're going to bring out the big guns. Just kidding. We have our lovely, and this is going to be the thicker one. This is going to go on our Secret C. Then we have our thinner one, and this one is going to go on our basic white. And we're going to use our stamp cut and emboss machine. We are going to cut these out, but I wanted to show you something. These are, I have them right here. These are our adhesive sheets, and oops, now you can see it. I highly recommend them when you are using things like this, because if not, then you have to use my friend Tom, aka Tombo, which is totally fine. But sometimes when you are, I'm just cutting 2 3/4 inch strips, sheets out, so you can see this, and it'll be easier for us to see together. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to peel these off. Okay, the adhesive is down here on the bottom. And let me see if I can do this. There's three pieces. You can cut them in long strips too, but I tend to make things a little more difficult. So I'm just going to peel this off. Maybe. No, it's not going to cooperate. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put my piece of cardstock right on top of that. All right. So there we have, you can use your bone folder, just go over it. Okay, and I do have a little extra on the end. I'm going to trim that off so I don't get myself in trouble and have that sticking somewhere it's not supposed to. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing for my basic white piece. So I am going to peel, oops, wrong side, peel these off, or peel these back. Okay, the adhesive is on the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to place this on top. so I don't get sticky all over the place there. And then I'm going to peel the last one off, just like that. So we have those two pieces there. Okay. All right, so we are going to lay our die on top. So this one is going to be the thin one. That's where this one's going to come in. And then the thicker one is going to go on top of the Secret C. Okay, so I always have my stamp cut and emboss machine on the floor when I am doing a live, because I don't want to cause a little Stampin' earthquake. But what you're going to do is you're going to put this on top. Okay, you have your lovely, and you have your second lovely, and you can cut both of them out at one time. Okay. So you make your sandwich. You have one of your clear plates, another clear plate, okay, both of them. And I am going to go down here to the floor and cut this out, because if not, then it jiggles my table. And you guys, okay, so we're gonna take these off and let's see what came out. Okay, so here is the lovely. Not sure why it's stuck to my plate here. There we go. All right, so here's the one. It's the background. This could be your teardrop too, or you could save this and make something, a raindrop, something out of that. Or a flower. You can make it into a flower. If you cut out enough lovelies, you could make a flower. Okay, so there's the thicker one. I'm gonna put this aside. And then here's the thinner one. That will be the, and look, see? Petals, flower. I see flower petals. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? All right, so I'm gonna have to keep cutting lovelies out so I can make myself a flower. And then you have the basic white, which is hopefully it cut. Yeah, it did. Okay, and we are going to bring this out of the, it's just looks like it didn't quite, it'll peel off, but I'm not sure what happened there. Did it all come off? Okay, so it is peeling off, or a butterfly. Yes, oh my gosh. We're gonna have to see what we can make with this. So this is all peeling off, okay? So you guys can see how it already has the adhesive on it. Let me just pop these little pieces out. Okay, so how I like to start is, you can see there's kind of a little, yep, and you're just gonna put one on top of the other. So you see how it perfectly fits on the inside there. You just have to, and you can, it sticks, but you can also kind of bring it up. And then it kind of has a little guideline on top of the Secret C piece that we've cut out. But look how easily that went together. Okay, great, right? But then you have to remember you have adhesive on the other side too. And sometimes it's great if, since you have two pieces that are together, if you take your pick tool, and then you can peel it off with that. So you make sure that you're not peeling the Secret C and the basic white apart. And you can see all the glorious adhesive on there, the nice and shiny part, right? Okay, so make sure we have it done the right way. And then I've just placed my lovely right on the card, like that, on the front. So, and we're gonna say hello lovely. And I put my hello right here. If you wanted to put yours here, you can put it up here because it's still on the front of the card. And it's going to come like so. I know, I love those adhesive sheets. They're fabulous. They save me a lot of Tombow all over my crafting space. All right, so I am going to use dimensionals, which I absolutely love. And I'm a fan of dimensionals and embellishments. So we have our hello. Let's see if we can lower it just a little bit. Yep, because I want that little bit of strawberry slush to be at the top. So we have hello lovely. Okay, and then we have our flower, which is right here. Okay, you can add that in the corner if you wanted to put it over here. I kind of like things, and it's okay if it covers the Y a little bit. Okay, there are no rules. This is your creation. So I'm just gonna put my dimensionals right there because I know my flower is gonna, and you can also use take your pick tool to remove it instead of your, and I'm gonna curl the edges just a little bit. And we have hello lovely. Isn't that adorable? Okay. And you cannot, well you can, but I tend to not be able to have a card without some of your fun embellishments. So these are fantastic. These are strawberry slush. They're kind of variants. So you start out with just like the golden, and then you have like the light pink, and then you have more of the burst of strawberry. And you can't go wrong with gold and shimmer and sparkle and shine. You guys have heard me go on about how I love everything that sparkles, shimmers, and shines. Okay, and you can do different colors, but I tend to do different sizes, and then I do them in kind of like a triangle. So, so this is, we have this one that says hello lovely. Okay, so this is one design, but on the other half of my card, I want to show you something else that you can do. So this is the same card, and we've 4 1/4 by 11, and we trimmed the front. We trimmed 2 3/4 inches off, which is half of the card. So we're going to come back. We are going to put our 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white on the inside. Okay, so then we have this flap here, and we can, let me show you. I want to just show you a little bit. I'm in the strawberry slush mode today, but look at this beautiful paper and all of the different things that you could make. Okay, so I'm going to choose this piece of designer series paper at the moment. I'm going to need a piece that is 2 1/2 by 4. So I'm going to trim that. We're going to just do this one on the fly. I didn't make one of these up, but while I was creating the other one, I was like, oh my gosh, I can make 2 designs here. By 4. Okay. So let's do this one together as well. And I want to show you what you can make. So I'm going to put this one here. So pretty, right? Okay. So, and this one is like this is a great way to impress your friends. It's super simple to make. You're just basically cutting your card in half. And then you're going to have a piece that goes this way. Okay. So this is going to be 2 1/2. Same thing. And if you wanted to, you could use, what could we use? I'm just going to use a piece of basic white. How's that? We're going to make this. We're going to make this simple. So So it's going to be 2.5 by 4. And we're going to put that on the front. Okay? Just like this. But first, we are going to stamp. This says "You Make Me Smile." And this comes from the same stamp set. Okay? So I'm going to put that on my "You Make Me Smile." You guys see that? I'm going to put that on my block. Hopefully it's straight. It looks like it's straight. Okay? So we are going to use our ink pad here. And I'm going to go rogue. I'm going to use a darker color. I like to do that. So "You Make Me Smile," right like that. Let's see if it's straight. We're going to try it again. It happens sometimes when you have the curves. Let's see if I can do this. "You Make Me Smile." See which one we like. Yeah, I like that one. So "You Make Me Smile." Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this one to our card base. Strawberry Slush. So this is totally different. Okay. And we're going to put that right on the front. But we're not done yet. So that's just from slicing that piece off the front. So you're going to use your adhesive, but you're only going to put it on a portion of this, because if not, your card will be closed forever and your friends will have no idea what you're saying to them. Okay, perfect, right? So we are going to take, I love this. I love it. I love it. So excited. So look at these beautiful flowers. There's so many options here of what we can do. So I am going to take this big, bold one right here. And again, I love fussy cutting. I'm not fussy while I'm doing it. Simply moving my scissors around. Okay. Not moving my scissors, sorry. I get so excited sometimes I don't even say the right word. I am moving my cardstock around. Okay. All right. And you just kind of, it makes the edges a lot thinner. And not thinner, but that they're not, you don't see the cut marks is what I'm trying to say. All right. So I'm going to put this up here in the corner. Again, I'm going to use my dimensionals. Okay. Just like that. Look at that. "You Make Me Smile." Absolutely perfect. How cute is that? And then you have whatever you would like to say on the inside. You could say hello. You could say, "Have a lovely day." It's kind of a little big, but, or you could say, "It's a lovely day. You make me smile." Whatever you would like to say. But that's just such a quick and easy, okay? Just from having the leftover piece there on the front. And I forgot. Gosh, how can I forget? My little strawberry slush pieces. So I am going to, I use my scissors sometimes too, sorry, to pick those up. So I have one, and I'm going to use different colors, 2, and I am going to use, boop, 3. How's that? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have our "Hello Lovely," and we have "You Make Me Smile." So I hope you guys enjoyed the double fold this evening, and I will be back again with a video on Friday, and I will be using this this suite all week. So please check back for another video and some other inspiration and designs. And check back next Monday at 8:45. I will be live. If you need any supplies or products, you can find me at doryschneider.stampinup.net. And I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a fabulous. They are not, sorry, the Strawberry Slush Jewels, I believe. Hold on. Let me check before I. They might be part of the online exclusive, or let me check. Because I was so excited when I found them. I am all about jewels, embellishments, and all things sparkly and shiny. Yes, they are. They are. Because the ones that are included, I apologize, the ones that are included in the suite are the flat pearls. So they are